Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, September 24th, and today's title is The Shipwreck. In his second intervention in the story, Paul assured all who were on board, 276 people altogether, that though not everything would come out fine, there would be no casualties, only the ship would go down. 14 days later, the apostles' word were fulfilled. Still under a terrible storm and with the ship completely adrift, the sailors sensed land was near, possibly because they could hear the noise of the breakers. After a series of soundings and fearing the ship would be driven against the rocks along the shore, they dropped 4 anchors from the back of the ship in order to reduce the speed. Meanwhile, they desperately asked their gods for daylight to come. In the beginning of the journey, the centurion treated Paul well, but had no reason to trust the apostles' nautical judgment earlier in the trip. After 2 weeks, however, things were different. Paul had already gained the centurion's respect with his prophetic interventions about the shipwreck, which was heading now to its fulfillment. Paul urged the people on board to eat, otherwise they would not have the strength to swim and get ashore. Divine providence does not necessarily exempt us from doing what we would normally be doing in our duty. Throughout this narrative, a nice balance is maintained between God's assurance of their safety and their efforts of the people involved to ensure it. That comes from David J. Williams. As the morning approached, the sailors came in sight of the land. It was a bay with a beach where they decided to run the ship aground. The ship, however, never reached the beach. Instead, it was stuck at a sandbar and ended up breaking apart by the force of the waves. The soldiers' plans to kill the prisoners to prevent them from escaping was stopped by the centurion, mainly because of Paul. In the end, as God had promised, not a single person or life was lost. What should it say to us about the power of Paul's witness and his character that in a desire to keep Paul alive, the soldier was forbidden to kill any of the prisoners? Please answer in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. God bless you and have a great Monday.